One of my favorite stories in Unstoppable is when Siggi Wilzig confronts officers from the Federal Reserve in Washington, D.C. Now, the Fed is this formidable agency. The President of the United States appoints the chairman of the Fed. The officers of the Fed have to be approved by Congress. So they place a call to Siggi's financial advisor, Roger Cohen. He's like the Michael Jordan of banking law. And they tell Cohen that his client, Siggi Wilzig, has violated the rules of banking by operating both a bank and an oil and gas company. Conflict of interest, they say. So the Fed is basically trying to intimidate Siggi into giving up one of his two businesses. Cohen tells Siggi. Siggi takes the next train down to Washington, D.C., walks into the offices of the Federal Reserve, stands up before these congressional appointees, rolls up his sleeve, points to the prisoner number from Auschwitz tattooed on his arm, and says to them, "The last person to try to intimidate me was Hitler. He didn't succeed, and neither will you." He rolls down his sleeve, gets on the next train back to New York, goes back to the bank. And when his board of directors ask him, "So what were these regulators like?" Siggi looks at them and says, "Schmucks." That's the protagonist of this book, Unstoppable.